Bye-bye.
Okay, we're burning daylight.
Not bad at all. Do, 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 do. Ba, ba, ba.
No.
This isn't the first time I've crossed swords with the Imperial Liberation Front.
They don't seem really strong, just really obstinate.
What would push them to go this far?
We can discuss that later.
Right. We need to stop the railway gun first.
Get back.
What?
It would have been smarter to stay away, S.
I'm impressed you saw me coming, Purple Lightning.
Why?
I see the rumors about you weren't just trumped up stories.
I love a good compliment, but getting one from a terrorist just doesn't put a spring in my step. Still, I suppose the fact you're here means the other ringleaders must be over at the other gun.
V certainly is. As for Gideon, I'm sorry to say he lost his life in Crossbell a short while ago.
What?
What?
He did?
I remember fighting like the dude that was the leader, and then the Red Constellation basically just wiped them out. I mean, they brutally murdered them all. So they did in Trails of Azure. I mean, there was like, you don't even want to know, because Bloody Shirley just like ripped the dude apart.
I just received a call about it a few minutes ago.
Lovely.
Apparently, he was killed by a real top-rate Jaeger Corps hired by your friend, the Blood and Iron Chancellor.
Yep, the Red Constellation.
Poor guy. I heard it was practically a massacre.
Yep.
What a terrible way to go.
Well, Gramps isn't exactly known for his bountiful sense of mercy.
If you don't want to die like a dog, don't run around snapping your fangs at everyone.
Don't use it.
You keep talking like this has nothing to do with you, but I take it you've got no intention of beating a retreat. It sounds like you've got the railway gun set to automatic firing mode, too.
I was wondering what that sound was.
It was loading another round!
Oh, I was hoping you'd miss it in all your babbling. It's got, 10 minutes or so to go.
Conniving witch. You can let us past, or we're going to force our way through. Your choice.
Go on, Cat.
Careful. She's a dangerous one to tangle with. And she's hiding something.
What?
Right again.
Damn!
Lovely.
Giant archaisms!
Ooh, just my color, too. For borrowed muscle, I've really
Itchy.
taken a liking to them.
Power and muscle. So they did get them from someone. Was Ouroboros actually help them? I don't know.
Gideon might have fallen, but it's not too late. To send the Chancellor to join him on his way to Gehenna!
Gehenna.
How about you go instead?
Crossbell's counting on us. Strike with everything you've got.
Let's rock!
Let's rock.
Think you can satisfy me, little kittens?
Leave it to me.
So doesn't need to scan twice.
Go! All
Motivate.
right, let's do this!
You got leave it to me! Yeah,
Detector.
Analyzing the enemy's vitals. I've got it!
She's got 84.
Of course.
How about this?
Are you alright?
Thanks!
Oh, cool. She healed me.
My
How
turn.
about that?
Here you go.
Are you alright?
Thanks.
Not really.
Go.
Huh.
Yeah. Arcus, activate.
Right.
Armor breaker.
Now! And one for me! Okay.
Do it!
An opening.
Yeah.
You have my
Thanks.
thanks.
Go. There. Go.
I'll help.
How about this?
Okay. Dance, flames. Astral flare.
Leave it to me.
Boink.
Here we go. There.
Of course. Behold the might of the Arcade School! Radiant Blade Dance!
Aren't you feisty? We'll see how long that lasts.
No, you don't.
How about this?
My turn. There.
My turn.
Oh crap.
It's my turn. Arcus, activate. Now.
You have my thanks.
Rise, great towers. Lord Alvarian. Rest in peace.
Plasma storm.
Let's see you live through this. Plasma storm.
Here we go.
Boom.
Now's our chance.
Rush it.
Understood. Here.
Bye bye.
How humiliating.
Did
Are you
it.
hurt, Emma?
Actually, it was fun.
Okay. Is that weird? Nearly level 4 with criminal already. Do 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 do.
Great.
Yay, let's level up.
Not bad.
I'm awesome.
Any new moves or anything?
Just getting started.
Nope. Go on, Sarah.
No!
Good, good. Stand down. Do. Fee went in and turned it off.
Systems deactivated. Thank goodness.
Ah, you got me. Shouldn't have expected any less from the ace of the 4th Armored Division.
Scarlet
Or from
and
Sylphid.
Vulcan.
The rest of you weren't half bad either.
So he's called Vulcan, the other girl's called Scarlet.
I can't believe you could take on this many of us at once.
I forgot there was 5 in their party. So it did.
You were one tough old bear.
Neidhart here. We've regained control of the left railway gun.
And we've deactivated the right wing's railway gun over here.
Cool.
Good work.
We did it.
Oh, thank goodness.
My. You can hardly call our crossing paths coincidence at this point.
Oh, we don't know what
Oh
you mean.
well, no matter. Everything played out just like C said it would, both here and in Crossbell.
What are you talking about?
Comrade S.
What?
What? How can they still move?
Are they on Genosis?
We'd completely incapacitated them.
Go, Comrade S.
Regroup with Comrades C and V and bring the hammer down once and for all!
That's the plan. Well, I'll catch you all in the great beyond.
What? No! She wouldn't.
Lovely. Okay. So the other aircraft then blew up, man. That was the star one.
Damn.
Look at feet.
My name is Seath, leader of the Imperial Liberation Front.
Yeah.
Allow me to extend my congratulations. You did well, fending off our two-pronged attack here and in Crossbell. But you would be foolish to assume this is the end of it. The Hammer of Judgment shall fall again. I'm ready. Are you?
How can this be?
So this is the Imperial Liberation Front. They're even more brazen than I'd heard.
Yep. Wait a second. I'll be back in 2 seconds. Just wait checking a wee one. Dilly dookily doo. Okay, right.
So C was here after all.
Who is he anyway? What's he hiding?
Who knows?
Even the intelligence division's drawing a blank trying to gather info on him.
At least this time we managed to capture some of them alive. And they will talk.
What the hell? Is this poison?
What?
This is bad. Looks like these guys all swallowed neurotoxin capsules. I don't think we're gonna be able to save them. I doubt it'll work, but I'm gonna try to neutralize the poison. Emma, if you've got any herbs you think might help, give me a hand here.
Of course!
Do you think they'll pull through?
Not sure. I'd give them 50-50 maybe.
Even if we can keep them alive, there's no guarantee they'll regain consciousness.
No!
Why? Why would they go this far? These are the kinds of people we're dealing with.
With some quick thinking, hard fighting, and a little luck, we were able to stop a potentially devastating terrorist attack in its tracks. But with the political climate as it was, this incident, overshadowed by the crisis in Crossbell, was never made public. In the days that followed, we still felt shaken, our eyes newly opened to the dangers facing our homeland, both outside and within.
Drinks are on me someday. Perfect! You guys are the best!
Half a month after the incident at Corellia Fortress, a sense of lingering unease still hung over the Empire. The government increased patrols by the Railway Military Police as part of their counter-terrorism measures, while the Noble faction bolstered their provincial armies. There were even rumors that they'd hired several Jaeger Corps. At the center of everything was the Imperial Liberation Front. They had allied with a terrorist group from the Republic of Calvard to attack the trade conference in Crossbell, and as we'd seen firsthand, had attacked Corellia Fortress in an attempt to fire the 2 railway guns stationed there. They'd made it abundantly clear that they were no mere insurgents. These were dangerous people we were dealing with. And following their attempts to target Chancellor Osborne and the Reformist faction, rumors started to spread of a possible connection between the Imperial Liberation Front and the Noble faction itself. Meanwhile, new information was filtering in from Crossbell that surprised us all. During the conference, one of the representatives of Crossbell's state government made the daring declaration that Crossbell would soon declare its independence, breaking free from its neighbors Calvard and Erebonia. To no one's surprise, both the Imperial government and the Noble faction dismissed it as nothing more than delusional raving. But one thing was clear: that declaration only served to increase the tension in Erebonia and across the continent. cool, clear autumn day. The Academy's prestigious board of directors gathered for their first meeting of the year.
And that concludes my biannual report.
Good, good. It seems the Academy is running like a well-oiled machine. No administrative issues to speak of. Student performance is sitting comfortably above the national average on exams and on general aptitude tests, too.
The second-year students seem to be having a banner year as well. The Student Council president, in particular, has built up an outstanding array of extracurricular achievements.
Well, she attended last month's trade conference, and from what I hear, she put the professional secretaries to shame. I only wish the conference could have ended on a more positive note.
I'll say, the share prices of my company have been on a real roller coaster ride ever since.
Undoubtedly, what happened at the trade conference has wreaked havoc on the economy as a whole. But moving on. I couldn't help but notice in the recent exam reports that Class 1 and 2's academic performance seems to be slipping. Perhaps the preferential treatment given to the upper-class students is hindering their scholastic development?
Well, students belonging to the nobility are allowed to return home during August to learn more about their family's lands. It's a tradition here, but one I can't help but wonder if we've outgrown the need for in this modern age.
If I may, traditions accumulate and hold meaning only so long as they're preserved. Our nation's culture, its arts, its social classes, all are rich with tradition that makes Erebonia what it is, and I believe we have a duty to protect and uphold them. After all, does not this very institution champion the ideals of its founder, Emperor Drycles?
Indeed it does. Though I've always understood Drycles' intent to be the founding of an academy for the people. Even 200 years ago, when education was seen as the province of the nobility, male commoners were permitted to enroll. Today, we have plenty of young women attending, and the commoners easily outnumber the nobles on campus. Perhaps it's time we started taking strides to realize Emperor Drycles' true ideal.
You seem to be laboring under a few misconceptions here. Commoners were permitted to attend, but only as retainers. Retainers served knights, who served lords, who served the emperor. That's the way the Erebonian society functioned. From that vantage, the structure of the academy in its earlier days certainly seems to have embodied that social order.
Oopsie. I forgot to turn my mic back on.
And if that's so, what is there to suggest that it's not the social order itself that has become the aberration?
Well...
For one, if that were the case, it would be far easier for me to see my views put into practice. But I can hardly get a word in edgewise between you two. Well, I'd certainly enjoy a return to the way things were in Drycles' time, at least in that particular respect.
Our apologies, Your Highness.
Well, our role here is to consider your views and work toward implementing them.
See what I mean? Would you be so kind as to help me out here, Principal?
I'm here to moderate this board. It wouldn't do for me to express my position on the issues at hand.
Okay.
That said, I'm sure your passion for reform will triumph in the end, Your Highness.
Your Highness.
I suppose I should have known better than to look to my old teacher for sympathy.
It warms my heart to see such a fine teacher-student relationship.
Now, if I may, I'd like to steer this discussion toward a rather timely topic.
Okay.
We've already touched on the issues regarding the Orbal Net and the Orbal Staves, but I'd like to stress again that the adoption of new security measures for the OrbitalNet should be a top priority.
Okay.
Well, I'm certainly inclined to agree. Though we'll have to rely on the Foundation directly, as things are looking a little shaky with the IBC.
You can leave that to me.
Okay.
The other matter I'd like to review is the use of the Orbital Staves and the Arcus units.
What's wrong?
Or more specifically, we need to talk about how Class 7 should operate from here on out.
What?
Setting aside the fact that my daughter is a member of Class 7, I think we need to reconsider how the class should be run, in light of what happened at Corellia Fortress.
What do you mean?
While it certainly proved an excellent chance to see what the Arcus units are capable of, I have serious doubts about whether we should carry on with these field studies, given the current political climate.
Well, is that not even a better reason to do it?
It would be difficult to do so, I admit. With the terrorists at large and the problems in Crossbell unresolved, these are uncertain times.
At the very least, I believe it may be in the class's best interest to cancel this month's field study.
What? Why?
We can always resume them once the terrorists have been arrested and the situation in Crossbell calms down.
Or...
Arise, O youth, and become the foundation of the world. I'm sure you all recognize the words of Emperor Drykos. They become something of a school motto here.
Yeah.
It's my belief that Class 7's actions at Corellia Fortress perfectly embody the spirit of that directive.
Yep.
They stood together to stop a tragedy in the making and, in a sense, protected the foundation of our world. No one ordered them to do it. They took action of their own free will, because they knew in their hearts what was right. Some might call it recklessness. Some may think it rash. Some may even venture to call it hubris. However, as chairman of this academy, I'm incredibly proud of what the brave young men and women of Class 7 achieved.
Here.
Your Highness.
What, Oliver?
Troubled times may lay in store for Erebonia, and for the entire continent in the months and years to come. But I believe that makes something like Class 7's field studies all the more significant. The experiences they're having now will help them find the strength and the means to press on through adversity. I can't be the only one who feels this way, can I?
They do seem to be showing remarkable growth. That much is true. Although I have no idea how much my daughter is really capable of, immature as she is.
I could say the same of my hothead of a son.
I do wonder about my brother sometimes. However, it does seem that enrolling at this academy has helped him start breaking out of his shell.
With the Academy Festival coming next month, we hadn't even planned a field study. So the issue at hand is just whether to hold a field study at the end of this month or not.
Okay.
I'd like to ask those in favor of going ahead with this month's field study to please raise their hands.
Raise their hands. Yep, all four of them. Nope, doesn't show. Okay. Sixth period, social homeroom, special homeroom, not social. Okay.
All right. I'd like to begin by taking everyone's ideas for our class's part in the school festival.
What? To the 23rd and 24th of October?
The festival will run for 2 days next month, the 23rd and the 24th. Equipment setup and the other preparatory work will begin in the afternoon 2 days before the start of the festival.
Okay.
But there's a lot of preparation needed before we get to that point, and the sooner we get that underway, the better.
That's all the more reason to figure out